Welcome to the IHSA's Football Focus. I'm Sam Knox, an Assistant Executive Director and the Football Administrator at the IHSA. Our primary goal is to educate coaches, players, and officials about the rules that govern the high school game. We will use rulebook language and videos to teach viewers about the game, but we won't ever embarrass teams, players, coaches, or officials. Sometimes showing a video with penalties or mistakes allows all of us to learn and improve for the future. Now that I've explained what Football Focus is all about, let's get started. Today's topic is blocking below the waist. Blocking below the waist isn't always a foul. Rule 217.2 states, blocking below the waist is permitted in the free blocking zone when the following conditions are met. A, all players involved in the blocking are on the line of scrimmage and in the zone at the snap. B, the contact is in the zone. And C, the block is an immediate initial action following the snap. Rule 932 also says a player shall not block an opponent below the waist except in the free blocking zone when the contact meets the requirements of 217, or to tackle a runner or a player pretending to be a runner. The penalty for blocking below the waist is 15 yards. The enforcement spot varies depending on the play. Offensive players aren't the only ones who block below the waist. We will see videos that show players on both sides of the ball who commit blocking below the waist fouls. In our first play, the center's block below the waist is legal. He and the defensive lineman are both in the free blocking zone at the snap. The contact is in the zone, and the center's immediate initial action after the snap is a block below the waist. The next several plays will show illegal blocks below the waist by the offense. Watch the fullback. He is certainly not in the free blocking zone at the snap. Therefore, when he moves forward and blocks the defensive lineman below the waist, he has committed a foul. The penalty is 15 yards from the previous spot. The next two plays look almost identical, but they're not. Number 3 is not in the free blocking zone at the snap, and his block is not his immediate initial action after the snap. Same thing here. Plays like this emphasize the importance for officials to not always watch the ball. A lot of action happens away from the ball, and it's vital to see illegal blocks and player safety fouls like these. Now we'll look at the defensive side of the ball. Watch the left defensive end. Some might say he is in the free blocking zone at the snap. But when he blocks the pulling guard below the waist, it's not his immediate initial action after the snap. Therefore, it's a foul against the defense. In this situation, the penalty is half the distance to the goal line. On this play, offensive lineman pull. As number 2 attempts to defend the play, he makes an illegal block below the waist. It's not legal because he wasn't in the free blocking zone at the snap, and the block was not his immediate initial action after the snap. It's a 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. In our final play, watch the left defensive end in a 3-point stance. He is clearly in the free blocking zone at the snap, but when he blocks the pulling guard below the waist, that was not his immediate initial action after the snap. Great call by the line judge to see this foul. Since the run ends at the 11-yard line, the penalty is half the distance to the goal line. Our number one objective with Football Focus is to help coaches, players, and officials understand the rules of the high school game. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on the IHSA's Football Focus.